Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of our Let's Play of Lord of the Rings, the living card game. We have made it through the Perils of Pelargir, and now we're into the, what is this, you're gonna have to tell me. I don't actually know which mission we're on.
This is into Ithilien. That's the forest that borders the realm of Gondor and Mordor.
Alright, so as you can tell, I'm joined by Steven from WWPD fame. We're going to be questing. We're not part of the true WWPD fellowship. We're kind of just I don't even know, we're just some subsect.
We're after the fellowship was broken.
Yeah,
the sundered fellowship.
There we go. We'll go with that. So we're working our way through the entire series of missions that are part of you're going to have to fill in the blank here.
Heirs of Numenor.
Alright, so we're working our way through the Heirs of Numenor as a whole, and we're on the second mission of how many missions are in there entirely?
9.
Oof, so we got a long campaign to go before we make our way through there, and then we'll see where we go from there. Alright, anyway, I think we should get started here. I don't think there's much more that I need to introduce. I'm going to keep the hand that I have currently. I don't know about you, but it seems to work perfectly for me.
Yeah, I'm keeping mine.
Alright, so shall we get to it? I believe you're first player.
Cool. Alright, let me flip the quest phase. And battle characters use attack instead of questing, instead of willpower. And these guys get +2 threat and +2 attack while the current quest is battle. So right now we are facing a massive amount of enemies.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot to set up all the stuff that we have up here.
That's right. Yeah, it's all good though. We got Kelador working for us. I think that's his name. Could be Celador, but I think it's Kelador. All right, so I will exhaust or use the resource off of Celeborn.
Okay.
Oh boy, hold on a second. Give me one quick second.
Well, while you do that, I'll talk about the quest itself. So, the ambush in Ithilien, it's where Faramir has left a company of rangers tasked with ambushing Southrons as they march towards Oh, Jesus, I can't pronounce any of this stuff.
I believe that's Caer Andros. As
they march towards Caer Andros, their captain, Celador, offers to lead you to Caer Andros after the approaching enemy has been destroyed. So this is the similar event as last time, where we got to use our attack power instead of our willpower in order to do questing, because it's a battle. And if we can somehow keep Celador over here alive, we will advance all the way to the end instead of actually having to, quest our way there. So main goal number 1 is to try and keep him alive. Main goal number 2 is to actually march our way through and continue without having any issues. So these guys are pretty boss, and they get +2 to threat and to attack power, while the current quest has a battle as the key word. So right now it's still labeled as battle. So yeah, these guys are going to be badass. So
yeah, this is going to be rough.
So our goal right now is to break them down as quick as possible while still dealing with travel and everything else. Because right now, because we're on Forest Road, everybody has activation of 0. Otherwise, we could probably bypass these guys without worrying about it if we can at least get through this road.
And I'm actually thinking that might be our best strategy, is to quest as hard as we possibly can right at the beginning to quest through that and hope that we can knock that out before we have to fight them. Because I think if we have to fight them this turn, we're going to fail. Based on what's in my hand, we're going to lose a hero or just be so overwhelmed.
Gotcha.
So that's my strategy.
So
I am exhausting that to reduce the cost of my next Sylvan ally. And I will reduce these resources. Man. Game's like lagging. And I'm playing Defender of the Nath.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and burn 2 resources off. There we go. That didn't want to go for a while. Burn 2 resources off there to draw out a Veteran Axe Hand. And as an action, let me see here if there's anything else I want to play. As an action, I'm going to play Well Equipped, which allows me to discard the top 2 cards in my deck, and if there's a weapon in there, I can then play it onto a dwarf. Alright, so first off, discard the first one. It is another well equipped, so no big loss, and the second is, oh look at that, ringmail armor. So I can equip it.
That's pretty awesome, actually.
So
I've almost never seen that work.
So that worked out actually.
Without a good combo, anyways.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm going to equip that right onto Gimli. So free of charge. That's equipped. That gets exhausted. Send this to the back, and you want to quest. All right, so we're into the
I'm
quest
going in
phase.
with everybody.
I think we have to. We
I'm
just
gonna
need to
leave out
bypass it.
You know what? My defender's boosted to 2. I'm going in with him as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with everybody as well, in the attempt to burn through this as quick as we can. So I'm going for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, I'm in for 10, and we also get 2 from Kellador or Celador, so I'll track that. So
Okay.
that puts us over here at 12.
All right, so we're then at 19 total, with what's
That's right.
out there being 3, 6.
Starting at 6. So here we go. Hope for the best.
All we need is to win by 4, and then we really are in a much better position.
Yeah.
All right, go for it. Break it
All
out.
right, here we go. Okay. He's a mercenary, so he sucks, except he's also a 35, so we're not going to have to engage him. Now, he is going to do archery damage to us, but that's not a huge deal, really. And the next one is... Okay, that's unfortunate. We are going to have to fight this.
But
When
he's not
revealed,
that
the
bad.
first player... Yeah, when revealed, the first player deals 2 damage to a questing hero and removes that hero from the quest. Alright, I will deal 2 damage to Celeborn. And I'm gonna... He's not exhausted, or he's not unexhausted. I'm just doing that. Actually, no. We got these handy-dandy trackers down here.
Yep.
So that lowers me by 2. The good
Okay.
news is the total threat out there only hits 9.
So we beat
Meaning-
the quest, thankfully.
Meaning we beat the heck out of that quest. So we quested for... What was our total? 17 now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we beat it by 8. So we put 4 on the road, which is great because we get rid of that thing. And then we put 4 on the quest itself.
Which is
Which
what
is
we
pretty
need.
awesome. Yep.
Because
And-
that way no one is at 0, because it was at 0 and we're going to have to engage everybody. Now, not so much. Now it's only a little bit easier.
Yep. So we got a couple turns now to build up to get ready for them. So I'm going to suggest that you optionally engage those forest bats because you want to put damage on Gimli.
Exactly. I'll take the damage on Gimli with the
Cool.
bat. So if you want to drag him down here, and you're
Kill
not going to
him with
optionally
Shadow.
engage anybody.
Oh, definitely not.
All right, so just go right to the defense phase.
Okay.
Gimli will take
I'm
it.
flipping his shadow. Deal 1 damage to the defending character. You don't have a defending character because it's an undefended attack. So I think you just take 1 to Gimli. There may be a case to make it 2, but I don't think you have a defender. So
Well, you know what? If anyone watching wants to comment either which way, just post a comment, and we can, of course, go with that for the next game, or game that we play.
that's right. Yeah, the rules in this game are very specifically worded, so I try to interpret them as literally as possible.
And of course,
I don't think you have to deal damage until after the damage is dealt. So
agreed. But then again, we are human. Mistakes happen. We might have a little ambiguity. So if anybody sees
Definitely.
inaccuracies, just let us know. We'll be more than happy to take those comments into advisory so we know for the next time and can improve our game that way.
that's right. Okay, so now we have to take damage from this archery. I'm actually going to volunteer to take that, unless you want. Actually, I'll volunteer to take 1. Why don't you take?
I'll take the other one on Gimli. Yep.
Yeah, because I have a card that's coming out not next turn, but the turn after that will heal all my Sylvans every turn. So
Gotcha. Yeah, and plus I can still take 2 damage and be well over half my health.
cool. Okay, so the bad news is I may not be able to play anything next turn unless my card draw is really good. I've kind of ground to a halt with just those 2 cards.
Okay.
But let's see if these automated readying things work.
All
I'll
right.
give it a second because it seemed to just lag out last time. Hey, it looks like it might be working.
I'll take it.
Nice. Cool.
I
So
think it's
do-
working, but yeah, there we go. My mouse decided to close off for a second there. Okay.
Cool.
I'm fighting the whole crappy computer thing here. All right, so I'm
yeah.
first player. So, oh yeah, I forgot to reduce my threat last turn. Do you mind if I do it now?
Oh, no, of course not.
All right. Yep. I keep forgetting about Nori's ability there. All right. So, being first player, I'm going to remove the whatever you want to call it from those 2 and bring out another Veteran
Nice.
Axe Hand. So that'll reduce my threat again, and I even have the ability to be risky here with what I'm going to do, and remove the 2 from him, bring out another guy. So that
Nice.
decreases it by one more on top of it.
Yep.
So now I have a bunch of questers. Alright, and that does it for me. Brings it to you.
So, alright, I actually did get kind of lucky and drew a card that I can actually use. So I'm playing the Nath Guide. Now she gets to choose a hero who can quest without exhausting. We could put that on Gimli because he would quest for 4, but it would also be nice to have Haldir out because he can actually hit those bad guys in the staging area. So he could basically get a free attack on them if he's ready. What do you think?
Well, that might not be a bad idea. Because that's going to be 3 damage. You're going to do... Yeah, I can take a chump blocker.
I'll choose Haldir to do that.
Well, you know what the beauty is? This guy's not going to do any damage to any of my guys. So I can hard quest everybody except my chump blocker and just sit there and take it all day long.
Yeah, and if need be, I can drop him with Haldir. I mean, you could leave... Yeah, no, that's probably a good idea. Oh, dude.
What?
You should have not taken anything from those forest bats because you had Thalin in the quest.
Oh yeah, that bat should be dead.
Let's just take that back. Just discard that bat and
remove 1 damage.
Yeah,
because we still have the archer.
Potentially change the shadow card, but we'll just take that as a loss there.
Yeah, we'll take that as it's our own fault.
Yep.
Is what it is.
That means we also would have quested for 1 better. So I'll tell you what, we'll leave it at 4 as our penance for discarding a shadow card.
Wow, I can't believe we keep forgetting about my special abilities all the time.
It's so freaking useful, and you know. Okay.
And like that, the bat was dead. I'll take it.
That's right. So shall we quest?
Of course.
All right. So I'm going to be in for 3 from Haldir. Well, technically you go first, but whatever.
All right. So if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and quest for everybody except my chump blocker, who I'll leave out just in case.
Okay, I'm in for 10 with my heroes, and I'll also track dude's extra 2.
I'm at 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 total.
Okay, cool. I'm at 12, so we're questing pretty hard.
Not 100.
You may want to drop 1 guy out just so we can pull something out of the staging area and kill it.
Do we want to though?
You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll leave Legolas out, which drops me to 9, and then I have my defender the 8th is Sentinel, so you could actually take someone to you. I could defend it, and then Legolas and Haldir could potentially kill it.
True. Okay.
I'm thinking we want to reduce the threat out there.
We definitely want to bring down. I don't mind the archer at all. At all, the archer doesn't bother me. I'd rather one of those
and I
companies
can kill one of those
dead.
Southron companies, although it will mean the death of my Nath Guide. But well, let's see what happens if I leave Legolas out.
Okay.
That puts us. What are you questing at again?
I'm at 10 with what I have
that puts
here.
us at 19, and the threat out there is currently an 8. So I feel pretty good that we're not going to fail at least.
Yeah, I said we go as is.
Cool. Let's do it.
Don't forget we have the 2 from Celador.
Yep. Yeah, I'm adding him to mine.
Okay. Cool.
So I'm now at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with him. So.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, the first one is raise each player's threat by the number of questing characters.
Oh.
Oh gosh, that's a nasty one. All right, so
like
I'm
total?
questing. Hold on. Raise each player's threat by the number of questing characters. Period. So that's everybody questing. So I'm 2. You are 1, 2, 3, 4,
by the way,
5.
if the current quest has battle or siege in the keyword surge.
I saw that. Cool. So we're raising our threat by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's awful. And it's surge. So here's its next card. Mumak. Fantastic.
Well, that's great.
Yep. Yeah, he's amazing. All right. This is a hard quest. All right.
He does take 1 damage, though.
1 more forest bats, and those forest bats are dead.
And Mumak takes 1.
And that guy takes a damage. Okay. Wow.
Oh, man, this is going to suck, because now we're at the threat in which we bring down those guys.
Yeah. Okay. Ouch. So, we are left with 12 in the staging area, I believe. 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We quested with 19, so we do put a solid 7 on the quest. Not quite enough to break it, but gets us pretty close.
Yep.
Now, if you optionally engage one of those Southron mercenaries, we can drop him. Alternatively, if
the mercenary or the company?
I'd
rather take the The company, if possible.
Yeah, the one drawback I see to that is that if I chump block that, then I'm
Oh,
gonna
keep in
die.
mind we're
But
gonna...
I could actually block the archer dude
Celador is
and
gonna take
live.
damage, by the way, if we lose
Right.
heroes.
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying if we take the mercenaries, my defender of the eighth can block that without dying.
Okay.
He'll take a damage, but he won't die. And we'll stop dealing damage from the archery. So that seems like a pretty good deal to me.
Okay.
He's a 2 versus a 3, but no.
Keep in
Up
mind,
to you, man.
my miner is gonna get crushed no matter who he fights.
No. You're gonna take one enemy, and I'm gonna block it with my defender of the eighth.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I have sentinel, so you're not gonna get hit at all.
Well, we'll still see. Both these guys will still come down here, the mercenary and the company. The only thing that's going to remain out there.
We raised our threat, so dude,
and
the
the
Mumok's coming too.
yeah, and the Mumok.
Okay, so we lose. I think we lost.
Yeah, because we quested. Oh, you know what I should have done, but I burnt the resources. Was I have a certain ability that would have canceled that when revealed?
Yeah, I think we lost. Do you want to run it back?
Yep, let's go ahead and run it back.
Because we're gonna lose a fuck ton of heroes.
Yeah, there's no way to win this one.
Pro tip: leave a test of will ready to go.
Yes. All
I don't
right,
think we
so
can release that vid.
well, I'll keep it running just because failures are failures.
All right, fair enough.
And
I don't
today
want that.
we learned.
I don't want that on public record.
Well, I'm still gonna release it either way.
I hadn't even thought about our threat, dude. Our threat was raised ridiculously.
Well, I didn't know that card existed, but now I do. I'm not gonna quest nearly as hard
I don't remember ever seeing that
without
I may have
having
just
a.
gotten lucky. All right, so my opening hand is very, very important.
Really? Okay.
What do I think about this hand?
All right. My mouse
No,
is
I'm
dead.
saying-
Can
I'm
you
saying
still
I
hear
gotta-
me though?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Okay, perfect. Then I will not worry about my mouse, and I'll keep playing as is.
All right, I think I need to take a mulligan. It just doesn't quite do it.
As much as I don't want to, I think I need to as well. So I will take a mulligan as well. We don't need to reintroduce because we already have that rocking.
Okay, that's a pretty decent starting hand, actually.
Mine is
Cool.
pretty good too.
I'm pretty happy with mine. I'll go ahead and load up the quest now. Is into Ithilien. You feel like introducing this one again, or just go?
No, we're good because we were already
Alright.
introduced, and I'm going to keep the last part in here.
All right, cool. All right, let me go get those Southron dudes.
I actually have a pretty good hand right now.
Cool. I really liked our strategy last time, though, of questing all the way past.
Well, you have to get out of that road because that
Yeah,
road
makes
will kill
sense.
you.
Cool.
And I actually have some stuff
so-
that's really going to make this easy.
Cool. All right, man. You're up.
All
You
right.
know what? Let's try this control N business.
Yay, it works.
You know what? It looks like it was making like I did it, and then it was waiting on you or something.
Could
I don't
be.
know. Maybe not.
All right. Well, anyway, gonna go ahead and remove resources from him and him to play this axe on Mr. Thalen,
Cool.
and I will move it to the back. I will then. Let me see what cards I have here that I want to play. Okay, that's cool. All right, I'll play this again. The well-equipped, which allows me to draw top two
Nice.
cards, and if it's an item I can equip, I can play it. Oh, and lo and behold, there's an item I can't equip. I'll put this one out here as well. He gets discarded, but what I'm going to
Yep.
bring out is this. Because that'll go
Nice,
right on
dude.
Gimli.
Nice.
Man, this card is boss. This card
That's
is
awesome.
so
Yeah,
awesome.
It's really worked out for you. I guess as long as you have a lot of attachments in your deck. you've
Which
got
I
pretty
do.
good
I have
odds,
almost
really.
as many attachments as I have allies. So there we go.
Nice.
Make an attachment and discard. And that's the weapon that you're supposed to bring on Gimli. And then I remove that the poor spearman. He served his purpose though, so that's a plus.
That's right.
All right, and I've got some stuff hiding in the background just in case we need to use it to prevent craziness from happening. And I
Yep,
have an
I
extra
got the
card.
same.
Can actions be played at any point in time, by the way?
More or less. There are action windows, but practically any time.
Well, let's say that we calculate all that we need to see how far we quest and we come up short. Can I then play an action to modify it?
Yeah, we have an action window after it's all like added up, but before it like resolves.
Okay, perfect. Basically. Then I will hang on to this card.
Cool.
All right.
So all I did was play. Oops, sorry. I jumped ahead.
I'm ready for you.
Cool. I just played Hinnemarth River Song. I'm actually keeping resources on both Legolas and Celeborn because I could do some things in response to things going haywire. So.
Roger that.
Oh, I'd rather hang on to them. But I'm going to stick with the strategy from last time, and I'm going in with absolutely everybody. Except I might leave out Haldir just so that I can kill something. But let's see what we get to if I... Because you got so many weapons, let's see what we get to if I leave out Haldir.
I'm questing hard.
That puts me in for... that puts me in for 9 if I count Kelador, which I'll just keep track of him. I'm in for 9. What are you in for there?
I am in for 3 with Gimli, 4... with Thalon, so that brings me to 7, and then an additional 1 for Nori, so that brings me up to 8.
So that puts us at 17 to 6. Do we feel like we'll beat it by 4? I think we will. And I'd rather leave Haldir out so that he could drop something small.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident.
Okay, let's go for it. Let's risk it.
Of course, ready? Again, I can modify if need be, so we can deal with that if it comes to it.
Okay, cool. All right, here we go. Okay. Secluded Glade, it's immune to player card effects.
Okay, not too bad.
Not too bad, really. Okay, we don't really have any... Okay. Doomed 3. Jesus.
I don't know what that means.
It first means we raise our threat by 3. Then it says, when revealed, each player must search the encounter deck and discard pile for 1 Harad enemy and add it to the staging area if able. Then shuffle the encounter deck. That's a nasty one.
Again,
you can laser beam it?
I can. Do we want to?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play
2 enemies right now.
I'm going to play that.
Sweet.
And I'm going to
we still have to do the doomed thing, by the way, so you do have to raise your threat by 3.
I'm fine with that. As long as we're not over 34, we're good.
We're not over 34, thank God.
All right,
so we
this goes away.
17. Yep. And the threat out there is 9, so we made 8 progress again. So that gets rid of the Ithilien road. Oops, I never flipped the quest.
Well, we know what happens.
Puts 4 there.
Okay.
And then travel. We probably want to go ahead and go to Secluded Glade.
Agreed.
And now, Haldir can ping one of those guys for 2 points of damage.
Sounds good to me.
It's not, it's not much, but...
Every little bit, man.
It's a start.
Every little bit.
That's right. Okay, so we are still alive. Our threat is up there.
Yep.
But we still got 2 turns before we have to face those guys, unless anything raises our threat.
I'm still good with what we're at.
Cool. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good here. Okay, so I'm player 1, so I'm going to burn 1 off of Legolas. We put the Rivendell Blade on Haldir.
Beautiful.
What else am I going to play? That might actually be it. I mean, I have some really good response cards. Can I hang on to that? Yeah, I can do some really cool stuff for like a couple turns in a row. But that's really all I can play out of my hand, so I'm done.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and bring out an ally. So I'm going to do that, and that I'm going to bring out my spearmen. Because you never know when you might need them. And because I feel like gambling, I'm going to bring out this thing again.
Nice.
Here is number 1, and here is number 2. Nothing good. Lost 2 allies.
That's okay.
Oh well, not a big deal. It happens. Was worth the risk. You never know.
Definitely. Plus, you're not going to go through your deck, so it's just like they were on the bottom of your deck, really.
Exactly. So, there we go. I'm out of actual spearmen, though, because that's all 3. And that was my first veteran axe hand, so, whoops. Oh well, down to 2. No big deal. Well, I'll take it.
Don't forget to lower your threat by 1.
No, because that is not a dwarf.
Yep,
correct. So I'm good there.
Cool. I'm going to quest for exactly what I quested for last time. Oh, no, I'll be 1 less. So I'm questing for 8 this time.
Okay. Do I want to super quest or no? That's the question, because I can...
If our threat goes up, we may have to face a bad guy, but you could just leave out your spearman, just as a chump.
As a chump? Yeah, but the problem is the chump will take damage away from Celador.
Yeah.
So I'd rather leave, like, Gimli out. Well, now. You know what?
Well,
I'll
definitely
take it.
going in with Thalin.
Worst comes to worst, I take a lot of damage to Gimli and he'll be fine.
Yeah. I think it's worth questing pretty hard.
Yep.
I think you could still leave out your spearman just in case you get a little 1-point dude. You can kill him outright. Or like if you take someone who takes 2 points of damage, Thalin will put 1 on him and then the spearman will put the other one.
True. Okay.
You
yeah,
know?
what's
So it's
1
probably
extra
worth leaving
damage?
him out. Yeah, exactly.
Alright, so I'm looking at...
Okay, cool.
I'm looking at how much? 8 again? So...
For... Yep, 7, 8, yep. So we're at 16 as a group, and the current threat out there is 6. So I feel pretty good about that. Here we go. Ready?
Yep. Let's do it.
Okay. Lost Companion. When revealed, each player removes 1 character he controls from the quest if able. Then, if any player has no characters committed to the quest, remove all characters. Okay.
Alright, not
so
a bad
that's
deal.
fine. So I'll remove Hinemarth, so that drops me by 1.
I'll remove
And I assume-
Nori,
That's
so it only drops me
Yep.
by 1.
Okay, so we're now questing for 14. 1 more card. Okay.
Not bad.
Overgrown Trail. Exhaust a ranger character to place 3 progress. That's not so bad. That raises the total threat out there to 10, so we beat it by 4.
Which is enough to
great 'cause
clear
we
that
get
area.
rid of Secluded Glade.
And
We
add
put
1 more.
One more on the quest.
Not bad.
Now
Did
we
you
get to
want
travel?
Well, did you want me to burn a card to get us 3 additional progress? Or is it worth it at this point to burn that? I say
No,
probably
I
not.
I think it's worth saving for when we might fail.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. So we'll travel to the Overgrown Road.
Agreed.
Now Haldir is a ranger, so he could put 3 progress there, but I think instead I'm going to drop that Southron company this round. So
Agreed. Well,
Cool.
can we force the ally? Or
nah, because I don't think we control him yet.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I think
So-
once we control him, we can.
Well, in that case, I drop this guy. We can put progress on it normally. I'd rather do that and then start
Yeah,
taking out these
agreed.
guys rather than anything else.
All right, so I'm exhausting Haldir to actually drop that already wounded one,
Yep, sounds like a plan.
which is not so bad, really.
Not at all. That was kind of clutch.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this now. Hopefully we don't get that card that shows up again that screwed us last time.
Yeah, well, I need to get another one of my cards that can negate that.
Yeah, that was awful. Okay, well, hit it up. You ready first?
I
think?
am.
And then me.
It didn't unready everything, but we got our resources out of it.
The first player token didn't pass either.
Yep. You have control over that.
All right, I'll just set it over there.
Okay.
That was weird. Okay. I did draw a card though. Oh, hey, I forgot
did
to
as
play a
well.
card real quick. I forgot
Okay.
to play Foe Hammer. I can discard a weapon to draw 3 cards.
Okay.
After I kill somebody, I just completely forgot I had that.
You
in
mean
my
exhaust a
hand, so.
weapon?
Yeah, exhaust a weapon. So
Okay, cool.
I did that for last round.
Okay, no
Sweet.
problem. And I
You
drew
are
a
up.
card, so I'm good. Alright, well, might as well do this. Gonna burn resources off them, and we're going to equip armor onto Mr. Gimli.
Cool.
Because why not? Alright, so we will move you to the back, and that's all I can play.
Okay. I'm gonna play Gaining Strength on Haldir, which effectively makes him a 3 resource.
Oh,
Then
nice.
I'm gonna pay 1 off of Celeborn to put Olorian on him. Send that to the back. I'll exhaust Olorian and pay 2 off of Haldir to bring into play my Sylvan Tracker.
Hold on, I'm gonna double check something. I don't know if it actually raised our threat or not.
Oh, no, it did. We were 32.
Okay, cool.
Yep, because I was thinking we had 1 more turn before we had to face those Southron.
Which
so
we
it did
do.
everything but ready us.
Weird.
So that is all I have to play right now, but I've got a couple of really cool response cards if need be, so I think we're good to go.
Question time.
Question time. I'm going to leave Haldir out again.
Alright, I'm gonna commit
but that's
everybody
it.
as usual except the blocker in the off chance.
Cool.
Okay, so
Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave Legolas out too, because I think we can kill that Southron company. Nah. Let's kill him slowly. Okay, so I'm in for 3, 5, 6, 8, 10.
Alright, now I'm in for 8 again. Because that hasn't changed yet.
Cool. So that's 18, and the current threat is a 3.
I'll take it.
Alrighty. Let me ask you this. If that awful treachery card comes up, can you kill it?
No.
Then is it worth pulling out some of the people who aren't questing that hard?
I could pull out Nori. Nori's not going to make
Why
that
don't you
big of a
pull out
difference.
Nori? Yeah, that drops us by 2. But we're still at freaking 16. So I feel pretty good about that.
Yes, I agree. And of course I have a way to boost it if need be.
Yeah. Alright, cool. So here we go.